Hello, 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 hello. Good evening. Good evening. I wanted to talk about this YouTube revenue money. So I hope y'all can hear me clearly because it's nighttime and I'm holding my phone. I'm not even I ain't even put my tripod up, but I was about ready to go to bed in a minute. But I said to myself, I need to tell everybody like about this $100 that you have to reach the $100 in order to even get your first payout. So I want y'all to kind of see what happened with me. So I'm about to get on this dashboard real quick and show y'all. So, hold on. Okay, so I finally put it in my mind. Well, okay, let's talk about it. I didn't even know that. I ain't know nothing about monetization at all. I didn't know about it. I didn't know that YouTube was paying people. When I started my YouTube, I was just making videos for my own content to kind of have something to go back to look at. That's what I was doing. But in the meantime, I did have videos that got thousands of views, but I still didn't know nothing about no monetization. So it wasn't until August of 2024 that I really started like thinking about it and seeing how it was working and everything. And then I was like, this these people getting paid. I mean, they were really getting paid. So my mind was like, let me put a little more effort into this. Like if I put some more effort into this, then maybe I can get paid too. So that's my frame of mind. That's what I was thinking. Like if these people getting paid on YouTube and I've been making videos forever. Look how many videos I got. My videos are all over the place. I think I got over 400 something videos. And I ain't even turn on a monetization. I didn't know nothing about a monetization until August of 2024. So I started pouring in to getting myself monetized. I didn't get monetized until August, September, October. It it took me almost 3 months to get monetized. It took me 2 months, August, September, and October. And this is with me watching a ton of videos. I was watching so many videos on how to get monetized. It wasn't even funny. So when I finally, hey, hey, Exotic, how you doing? Yeah. So when I finally got to the point where I was like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna make money off YouTube? Well, everybody keep talking about just follow my lead, follow other people's videos, do what their videos are doing. But I had so many videos already on my page. It was like I felt like I was gonna have to start a whole new page in order to make something happen. So anyway, that was October. October, I reached that 3,000 watch hours, and I was getting donations, money given to me from super chats and stuff like that, which was cool. So that's how it got me a little bit of money. But it wasn't $100 because you can't make no money until you get $100. When I first made my first $10, that's when I wasn't even monetized yet. I only still had 3,000 watch hours, but I had over $10 in my little account. You can see how much money you made. That's when YouTube sends me my Google AdSense. I made a video on that. You can check that out. When I got my video AdSense, I got it so early I wasn't even expecting it. And they was like, well, since you got over $10, this is the reason why. So then I'm like, okay. Now, when I went back to look at how the money was flowing, I'm gonna see if y'all can see this. Hold on. Look at that. In the month of, that was October. So in the month of November, see that? November. Y'all see that? $17.77 for the very next month. So this is like a full month of monetization. And I had made $17.77. Then the following month, I'm like, because I'm by this time I monetized, I got my 4,000 watch hours. So August, I started working really hard to get my 4,000 watch hours and my 1,000 subscribers. So by October, November, I got it. And then I made $17 in November. December 2024, I made $33.16. And I think that's because maybe my husband might have gave me a super chat or something. I don't even know. But that's what it was for December. So November, then December. And then look at January. January 2025. I made $6.49. Now this ain't no money to live. I mean, you can't live off this money, okay? You can't live off that kind of money. But that's what I made. That's what I made. Look at it real close. So there go January. $6.49. February, the very next month of 2025. That's this past February. Okay? February, I made, look at that. February, $3.08. That's in February of 2025. So trying to get to this $100, this ain't no easy feat. And then, okay, let's go to March. March was last month, okay, because this is April. So March, okay, March I had a little boost. March I made $32.26 in March. So what does that tell y'all? That tells y'all this is not easy. This is not easy, oh, this is not easy at all. So I think that March was once again super chats. I believe that's what it was for March. Okay. And April is ongoing. April right now, this is April right now, 2025. I'm at $11.22. Y'all see it? Y'all seeing it for yourself? Okay. And after all of this little money, the $17, the $33, the $6, the $3, the $32, the $11, all that added up to my $100. Okay, this is me now. Look at this. Today, I just reached the $100 threshold, like yesterday. And that is the minimum payment. That's the minimum payment you have to have. You have to have $100. You have to have at least $100 to even cash out. Now, for those small content creators, don't give up. So if I started really trying to get monetized this past August, I got monetized in November, September, October, November. So it took me 3 months to get monetized. Then, so if you count from November, as far as trying to make some money, November, December, January, February, March, April, really? November, January, February, no, November, December, January, February, March, April. Yeah. It took me 5 months to make $100. Hello, Sean. 5 months to make $100. if I was trying to live off of my YouTube money, 5 months to make $100, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to keep on hustling, keep on striving, keep hoping to get that one video that's gonna blow up. It might not, I don't know. But anyway, I ain't went live in a minute, but right, Sean. Wow, 5 months exactly. I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Look, it's right here. And it was at $105 yesterday. So I made I made $1. I made $1. It took me 5 months. So I'm not saying that's for everybody. I know it is crazy, right? It is. That's why why do you think I'm out here? You know what I mean? I was about to go to bed. I know I'm colorful, but I was about to go to bed. And I just saw that I had reached the $100 threshold, you know, and then I mean, and I'm just tripping like look at it. Look, January, November. Look at my totals. And don't get me wrong, I ain't gonna say my videos is whack. They could be, but I don't even know what. First of all, you gotta have an audience that like what you putting out. You have to. If they're not watching your stuff, it's crazy. It's crazy out here in these YouTube streets. It's crazy. Then you watching other small content creators and they over there, they doing the thing. They I don't know what they doing, but if you try to emulate them, that might not get you the results that they got. That's not gonna get you the results. You got some small time YouTube creators that are really doing good. I can name drop all day long, but y'all already know who they are because they already out there, and they bringing home like $1,000 checks, $6,000 checks a month, $20,000 checks a month. That ain't me. That ain't me. And then a part of me, I be like, I can mimic what they're doing. I can do content based on what they're doing. I could. Thank you, Sean. I think I deserve more too I think I deserve more too than $5. I mean $100 in 5 months. You know what I mean? I can't even. I don't know. I can pay a bill with it. I ain't gonna lie. I can pay a bill with it. I find a bill I can pay with it. I do deserve more. I got over. Oh my God! I think I got close to 500 videos. Let me look and see. I got a lot of videos I have. I know I'm over 400 videos I done posted. But man, that's my fault because I didn't know about the monetization until later. But my thing is still, I can mimic what somebody else is doing. I really could. I could see how they flowing. I could see what they're saying. I can even use the same title. Like they suggest use the same title and all that. But am I being the real authentic me? If I do that, am I doing that just to make money? You know what I mean? I just want to stay me. I want to stay original to my script, original to my talk, original to what I believe in, and then make my videos off that. Maybe I'll get an audience, maybe I won't. Maybe I have a following, maybe I won't. I can't force myself to emulate another creator because they're doing well. I can't make myself do that. I just can't. So I don't. And I just keep making my little videos. And people say, well, people don't want to see videos that you like to do. People want videos of whatever they want to watch, which is true. But there is an audience out there, I believe, for me in my niche, which my niche is a little bit of everything because I like to cook. I love to do hair. I love to travel. So I'm thinking like, do I got to have a channel for each event? Is that what I got to do? Do I got to have a channel for traveling? Do I got to have a traveling for me doing hair? Do I got to have a travel? Really? It's hard out here in these YouTube streets. $100 in 5 months. I just made it. And then it told me that I'm not going to even get the $100 for a month. So this is April. This is April the 8th. And I won't get that $100 until May. What they say? May 12th. Like a month. Yeah, like a month. It'll be a month before I get that money. And then, hold on. Once they cash you out, you back at zero again. So is it going to take me another 5 months to get another $100? It'll be 2026 by the time I get a... I don't know. I'm sure it's not like that for everybody. I don't know. Somebody tell me in the comments. Y'all talk to me now because I don't even know. Right. You said what? You said what you won't get the $100 money. Right. Right. What you won't get the 100. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it till next month. Hey, K King. King K. King Kev. That's Kev. Kev. Hey, how you doing? Right. I don't even get the $100 until May. YouTube only pays out once a month. Oh, my best friend just said she watching me live. Yeah, girl, watch me, girl. I'm over here depressed about this $100. I mean, I'm happy about the $100. My first time cashing out. No, King Kev, I'm not single. I'm happily married. I'm married. Yep. I threw the word happy in there too. But thanks for asking. So the thing about it is, I'm just want to talk to people because I mean I know people be talking about getting monetized and do this and do that and do this, but you know the reality of it is I've been working to get this $100, getting up to this $100 so they can even cash out. And it ain't easy. It ain't easy. It ain't easy and it ain't working. It ain't what you think it is. Nope. 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 It's not. It's not what you think it is. So, with that being said, I have noticed that you make better money when it comes to them ads. Once you get the ads and everything, you make better money on your long form videos. You should have 1,000, not 100. Thank you, Shine. I should. Let me get $1,000 check. Okay, I'm gonna be. I might even get up and do a dance. Don't get me wrong. I'm cool on my 100. I guess because it took so long to get it. If I would have got that $100 like 2-3 months ago, that would have been different. But I didn't. It took me 5 months to get that $100, and that wasn't cool. That wasn't cool at all. And then I'm not even getting it. I don't even get it till May, and then I go back to zero, and got to start all over again with the ads and the videos and the revenue and everything. And shorts, you make good views on shorts. Don't get me wrong. You might have thousands of views on shorts, but shorts pay less. Your short videos, they pay a whole lot less. Exactly. They pay less. You make bigger money meaning like a couple dollars and some change or something, but it do add up. So when you hear people talk about, when you hear them talking about have more revenue than just ads, it's true. You know, you could sell merchandise. Okay, so I opened up a little store. I put a couple put little things on there, you know, a couple, I don't even know what you want to call it. Some coffee mugs, and you got t-shirts you could sell, and this that. And I got a lot of impressions, a lot of clicks. Ain't nobody bought no cup but me. But I like the cups. I like coffee. I drink coffee every morning. So once again, I'm gonna show y'all. I didn't get monetized till November, but October I did get a couple dollars from like some super chats. So like I said, November, $17.70. This is how I be. For real. This is like real people stuff. December, $33. January, $6. This past February, $3. In March, I made $32. I think this is the real. Okay? This is the real story. I mean, y'all be on there, y'all be seeing these big checks and this glitter and this glam, and they be traveling, and you be seeing the big YouTube stuff. But what about the real people like me? I wish someone give you 1 million in super chats. Ah, that's so sweet. You know what? If somebody gave me $1 million in super chats, I could see them talking about, I sent it to the wrong person. Can you send it back? I'm be like, you gonna have to sue me because you ain't getting that back, okay? Somebody send me $1 million. Be like, oh, I'm sorry, I meant to get that to another content creator, not you. Can you send that back? I'm sorry, you're not getting it back. You're not getting it back. Hey, how you doing? I don't even know how to pronounce that. Is that undual? I'm saying it wrong. I know I am. But yeah, so what I'm saying is this is the real. This is what would you call that? What you call that when people don't want you to know something, they always want you to see the gold and the diamonds and the glitter and the glitz, but you don't really know what's really happening behind the scenes. Behind the scenes for people who are trying to get monetized, the small time content creators that are trying to get monetized. Let's say they finally do get monetized. And let's say they never get one of those viral videos that people be talking about. Like me. I ain't never got one. I mean, I got videos that got like 18,000 views and stuff like that, but that ain't really viral. 18,000 views ain't viral. And so when you get people like that, then you get numbers like I got, and you be like, this is how it really is. This is how it really is for a lot of small time content creators who finally get monetized. And then you'll find yourself, they'll do a lot of, they might have talent to do something else, but they don't do their talent because their talent ain't going to pay them. So they end up doing stuff like reaction videos because you get the watch time and people react to them, and they reacting off other people's videos, and that seems to be what's working, and that's what makes their channel like that. Or they just, I don't even know, or they just start react. Besides reaction videos, those reaction videos really get a lot of time and people watching. I do a couple reaction videos, but mine is mostly on hair. If I see a hairstyle, hair product, exactly, hairstyle, hair product. When I see that, then I react off of that. But now people reacting off the politics. They're reacting off the what they say, fuck around and find out. They doing a lot of reactions on that, getting paid big money off that. So it just depends. Either you gonna give the people what they want so you could get paid, and or you gonna just keep doing your own thing and seeing what happens, see where the chips fall, and struggle to reach the $100 threshold to even get a paycheck. So I don't know. I don't know. Mm. Ooh. Sorry about that. But yeah, oh, that's nasty. Okay, so that's what's going on. I just want to tell y'all what's happening with me. I don't know if anybody. I don't even if anybody on here monetized, say something. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, I've been on monetized for a few since November of 2024. This is April of 2025. I just hit my $100. And I like to give a big shout out to my husband because he the one helped me make this $100 because he was like, you know what? He has some Google opinion rewards. Now y'all know YouTube is owned by Google, and they got this app. I said, and I got a video about it about Google opinion rewards, and they give you money for doing what you call that, answering stuff off receipts and stuff. They ask you where you been and everything, and they give you money. Well, my husband got a bunch of money set up on that, and you can use it to pay for extra storage on your Gmail. You could use it to buy movies on YouTube. You can use that. You can use it to help you with advance to the next level on your games. The money is real money. You can use it for whatever. So sometimes, I make a video. My husband be supportive, like, "Oh, baby, I really like that video. I'm about to send you a super chat." Well, that's what helped me get my $100. That's him helping me out. I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad you like my video. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. But I'm finally there. I'm finally at $100. If anybody has any question about this YouTube journey and being monetized, please let me know. Ask me any questions. I'm gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you no lies. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I just need to know. I can't say is it real because I know it's real. These people, these small content creators that are getting their little checks, they ain't little. My check is little. They check ain't little, but they getting their checks. They making money. I know that's real, and I know it's obtainable. I know that. I didn't think the journey would be this long. I didn't think I was geeked. I was geeked up, like, oh yeah, oh yeah, they could do it, I could do it. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate you loving my content. I do. Because, I'm just being me. you know, let me tell y'all something. I had a lady. I don't know if she's going to be on this. I don't know if she's going to see this, but there was a lady. I don't even know the lady, but she left me a comment. She was like, this video is terrible. That's the first thing she said. She was like, I can't see what kind of product you using. I was doing somebody here. She was like, I can't see what kind of product you using. I can't see your technique. And I was like, I ain't get mad. I said, thank you for your comment. I will adjust this video and bring it out again a lot slower. Because what I do is I speed up my videos for time's sake. And that's what I did. Matter of fact, check it out. It says edited video. Edited video. Edited. Well, you know what? I didn't look at it as a mean comment. It was her opinion. It was her opinion. I think her name was Shirley or something like that. But it was her opinion. And I appreciated it. Because how am I going to get better if somebody don't tell me what it is? You know what I mean? And I know these YouTube streets can be they can be a little aggressive. But see, they don't know my background, okay? You know what I mean? They don't know I can handle that. I can handle it. You know what I'm saying? So when she made the comment, I got back on there and I commented like, thank you. Thank you for the comment. I am going to adjust it. And I did. I came back out with the same video, slowed it down, showed the product real nice in detail. I mean, it just helped me critique that video a little bit better. And then I even sent her another comment. The new video is uploaded. Feel free to watch it if you have any questions, blah, 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 blah. She ain't never say nothing. I mean, maybe she thought her telling me that the video was terrible was going to break me down, or maybe she wanted me to be better. I don't know. But I fixed it. And now, if I get bad comments, I just let that blow over me. You know what I'm saying? I worked in a prison before. I've had face-to-face bad comments. So that didn't move me at all. That didn't scare me at all. But I appreciated it. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Sean. And that's the whole thing about it. I appreciate comments. You know what I'm saying? I had some, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I was live. I was doing this girl hair. And it had to be the weekend. And I think sometime on the weekend I get like a lot of kids that's not in school. Like, I ain't gonna say kids, but I'm gonna say kids. So one of them was like, he was like, look at you over there doing hair looking like Rasputia. I mean, I laughed so hard. And I said, well, thank you. Okay. But I think I look a little bit better than her. And I just kept it moving. You know what I mean? But I think they be trying to get a reaction or get the crowd's reaction or get the comment reaction, kind of like somebody protesting and somebody throw a brick trying to get a reaction. You know what I mean? So these YouTube streets is rough. They are. It ain't nice. But you can't make everybody happy. You just can't make everybody happy. And your content is not for everybody. It's not for everybody. If I'm in there cooking, I might just bam. Everything is content. That's my whole mindset. And I got that from some girl on the video. I don't even know who she is. But she had a video. And she told me, in her video, she said she makes 20 grand a month. 20 grand a month. Now I'm just thinking like, you phenomenal if you making 20 grand a month. So she said in that video that she goes in with the attitude of everything is content. Basically, she's saying everything I do is content. Everything I do. If I'm going to the store, she said I will set my phone in the aisle, have it on record, and watch me walk by slowly, and then I'll shoot my video. She said, everything I do is content. I'm looking like, well, there we go. So if that's what she do, I'm like, okay, well, I kept that same mindset. So if I'm in the kitchen cooking and I'm like, dang, let me grab my camera. I just grab my camera, I set it up, and then I'm just starting to I'm doing a little cooking show. If I'm doing a hairstyle I ain't did in a long time, I'm like, okay, all right, let me grab my camera. Everything is content. Everything is content. Me making my first $100 is content. Only difference is, instead of me making a long form video, or a short talking about my little $100, I'm like, I ain't went live in a while. I'm a real person. Yes, Sean, everything is content. I ain't went live in a while. I'm just gonna go live. I'm gonna see who on here, see who'll watch it later, and I'm gonna go ahead and say what I gotta say about this $100 because, yeah, I'm feeling some kind of way about it. But I tell you who was excited about that $100 is my husband. He was like, let's see how this works. Let's get this $100. So I gotta wait a month. I gotta wait till next month to have the money deposited for me to cash out. And then I gotta see I already put in my account information and everything. And then I guess from there, I just I'm back at zero. And I'm gonna have to keep pumping out these videos. But they say you get paid off your old videos. So I went back, man. I've been making videos forever. So I went back to all my old videos. And if you make your videos over your long form videos, you make them over 8 minutes, then you can place your own the ads in there. You can place them where you want them to be placed. But if your video is less than 8 minutes, you can't do that. And you might only get like maybe 2 advertisements. Like, even though I'm talking to y'all now, I mean, I don't know for sure because I can't tell on my end, but I think commercials might be popping up while I'm on here talking. You know what I mean? And I think that's how it be going. So, but on lives, but you getting paid off the advertisement. And some people, they also get paid. Okay, so their commercials are popping up. Yep. So, and that's another thing. They don't tell you this too. When you live on your phone, the monetization doesn't automatically come on. It doesn't. You have to go to a laptop computer, or you have to go to a desktop to turn your lives on. I didn't even know that. Exactly. Yep. When you live, you have to go to a bigger computer to turn on the monetization for your lives. That's the only way it works. You cannot turn it on from your phone. So I remember one time I went live. I was doing this girl's hair, and I'm thinking like, oh my goodness, I'm not even getting my monetization. I literally stopped doing her hair, came out in the living room, got on the big computer, turned it on, blah, 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 to hit the monetization so that I could start getting monetized while I was filming this with my phone in my shop. So anyway, that's my rant. I don't know. Is anybody out here monetized? Can anybody else help me? I know there was some people making like $5,000 a month, or $1,300 a month. This is other girl I was following. She do a lot of videos about living in the projects. And shop with me now. She do a lot of shop with me now. Okay, Sean, you monetized. Okay, how long have you been monetized? Because I haven't been monetized that long. And I'm wondering, is it just me? Or is this how it just goes? Because after I get okay, you've been monetized a month. Have you had any viral videos at all? And I think viral videos is like the ones, that's going to be pumping out big money revenue for you. Yeah, okay, I haven't either. Well, if you've been monetized a month, congratulations. I really appreciate you sharing that. And keep hope alive. I'm keeping hope alive. I ain't stopped. I haven't stopped. And honestly, I keeping it real, my shorts do way well. I do have some lives too. My lives do pretty good. But my shorts gets a lot of views, a lot of views. And that does bring in more subscribers, your shorts do. But that long form content, that's a beast. Trying to get somebody to watch you for 8 minutes, 12 minutes, 10 minutes. You better have something good to say, or or you better be making something, or something, or they ain't gonna be watching you. They ain't gonna be watching you. But anyway, I'm gonna keep y'all encouraged. Thanks for keeping me encouraged. I really appreciate that, Shine. I really do. You really been helping me out a lot. I just wanted everybody to know the truth. Yes, yes, you gotta have something interesting. You're right. But I wanted people to know the truth. I wanted y'all to really know, like, I showed y'all the months. I showed y'all each month how much it was, you know. And I know other content creators on YouTube, they're showing like big dollars, big dollars, thousands of dollars each month, you know. And I'm happy for them. Exactly. Everyone should know the truth. You know, because people be seeing like, oh, she got 17,000 subscribers. Oh, she got 7,000 subscribers. You know, there's people out there that got like 2,000 subscribers and making better money than people who got 17,000 subscribers. Just because you got that many subscribers don't mean that they actually looking at your content and watching you and following you. Hey, Classic Hairstyles. Thank you. Yes, just because you got all those subscribers don't mean that they're watching your content. Don't mean it. It mean they might have watched it for that moment. That don't mean they going back to your channel. That don't mean they got that little bell ringing every time you about to post something. So a person having 2,000 subscribers can probably turn around and make more money based on their content. You never know. You never know. And of course, you know, I do watch Dodash. I do. She's very good. She's very good at what she do. And she just blew up and wasn't expecting to blow up. That's the kind of reality I'm talking about. Exactly. Classic hairstyles. You know what I mean? And then, not to mention Dante, okay? Dante London. He had been working on his YouTube channel forever. I do believe this stuff is real. I don't think they're on here lying. I think it's real. Because if you go back to their past videos, you see that they were trying. You see it. And then all of a sudden, one of them videos, like, boom, sent them over the edge. It sent them over the edge. Okay, Shine, you follow them too? Exactly. And there's a few other small content creators I like a lot too. I mean, it's a lot of them. And then, you know, they be like sub of sub and vab of vab and all that. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. I do support. I support. And I get on there and I make comments and I look at their other videos. And some of them got really, really, really good videos. And then some of them I could tell are kind of struggling on what they want their content to be. So they just on there talking. You know what I mean? With no real topic. No. And sometimes they just like, I mean, that's how they be. But they trying. You know, they trying. They trying. Everybody can't do hair. You know, and I've been a licensed cosmetologist since 1998. You know what I mean? But everybody don't have a talent because, and everybody don't have a story to tell either. And everybody can't cook. Everybody can't crochet or knit or garden. I just planted some potatoes for the first time. And I planted those potatoes because groceries are going up. And I said I want to try to do something. Right. Everybody ain't perfect. So I planted those potatoes for the first time, and you know what? I grabbed my phone and made a video because everything is content. Okay. Did that video go viral? No, it did not. But I'm planting some potatoes. I'm giving it a try. And we're going to see what happens with it. That's something I can do. That's all I can do. And as my potatoes grow, I probably do a little short on it or something like that. Keep the little progress moving with my little potato plant. And then when it's time for them to harvest, hopefully I got some good stuff going on. I don't even know. Well, yeah, you never know. You never know if it's gonna go viral or not. You never know. When I go to the beauty shop to go get my hair done, because I mostly do my hair myself. But when I do go to the beauty shop and get my hair done, well, it ain't really a beauty shop. It's my girlfriend's house. I go over her house because we used to work together in the salon together. So when I go over there to get my hair braided, I pull out my phone and she look at me, and I'll be like, "What? I'm a content creator." So I'm like, "Don't give me no heat when I whipped out this phone because everything is content." You know, you never know. I went to the African shop, told her ass the same thing. She's like, "Well, I don't want to be all in the video. I don't want." I said, "You ain't gonna be in my video. I put an emoji over your face, but if you gonna braid my hair, I'm gonna film it because I'm a content creator, and that's what I do." And I did. I did. I sure did. I made sure I tried to angle the video. It didn't show her, and everything. She was acting up, but I ain't care. You either braid my hair with my camera or you don't braid my hair at all. Okay, you've been a college since 2006. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm glad I went to school when I did because all them old school styles are coming back today. And I know how to do all of them because that's what, I was banging back then, back in the 90s. All those 90 hairstyles. That's all we was doing. That's all we was doing. Yes, everybody probably has to be in the video. But you get people be like, don't film me, don't film me. Okay, well, you ain't gonna be braiding my hair if I can't film because I'm a content creator. And everything I do is content. I go fishing. I got my camera. Everything I do. Because I don't know which video is gonna go viral or not. I don't even know. I don't know. And I know that my content might be a little all over the place. Like it ain't just like one thing. It ain't about finances. It's not about religion. It's not about politics. It's not about all about monetization. It's a little bit of everything. My stuff is a little bit of everything. A little bit of monetization, a little bit of doing hair. It's really just my life. That's how I started my channel. My channel was really all about me and what I was going through. I was going through a divorce. Then I went from a divorce to then I married my husband who was from a whole nother country and I traveled over there. So you know what I'm saying? My video just went all over the place. You know what I mean? So that's how it's gonna stay. I'm not changing the channel up. And if I gotta make a new channel doing something different just to make money, then maybe YouTube just ain't made for me to make money. Maybe I'll just keep it going the way I'm going. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sean. A good contract. Okay. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. I'm just trying to do, like I said, I do appreciate my $100. I do. And when I get that money, when I get that $100 in my bank account, you know what? I think I'm maybe me and my husband do something to celebrate. Now I don't know what we're gonna do with $100, but I'm sure we can find something to do with that $100. And we might even do a toast, like maybe in my barbecue. Celebrate my first $100. I mean, I'm already happy about it. It was 100, but now it's 106. You know what I'm saying? So you never know how it's gonna go. Exactly. Throw a party. Like, you know what? Y'all over here slipping in these YouTube streets, but it's hard out here in these streets. YouTube ain't no joke. It ain't. I mean, don't get me wrong. I hear it's the best paying. It's the best paying revenue as far as like Facebook and TikTok and stuff like that. They say YouTube pays the best, but YouTube ain't no joke. Let's say it like this: YouTube viewers ain't no joke because they watch what they want to watch. I watch YouTube a lot, believe it or not. I watch a lot of it on my TV at home. After I finish watching the news, I watch YouTube on TV. And I got my certain people that I watch all the time faithfully. So they probably getting paid, okay? They getting paid off me because I watch them. I even watch myself, but I don't get paid off myself. Exactly, classic. $100 is, girl, we do a client and gonna make way more than that. That's one client. One client. Don't let you have 3 or 4 clients in a day So I ain't really tripping, okay? And doing hair is not my full. I got to, and hold on, let's keep it real, okay? I got a full-time job that I go to work, I clock in, I make money, I get paid every 2 weeks from the full-time job with benefits, okay? And I'm a licensed cosmetologist who run my own salon and my business, okay? That's two. And I'm a YouTube small time content creator. I ain't making no money really, but I still do it, okay? And don't let me get a wild hair up me, because I'll jump in my car and do some Uber and some Lyft too. Okay? That's another form of income. You gotta keep the money rolling in all kind of directions. You know? In all directions. You gotta keep the money flowing in no matter what. And keeping it real, which I just added doing pedicures to my salon services. Yes, I did. Because I was good at it. When I went to beauty college, I was good at doing pedicures. I ain't afraid of nobody's feet. So now I'm like, you know what? The weather's about to break. I'm about to add that in as an extra service, as an add-on. I really am. Because I realize as I get older, because I've been doing hair a long time, doing 2 and 3 clients in a row is bad on my back, my legs. I got compression socks I got to throw on, all kind of stuff. So I need to sit down and maybe I do some feet. Throw some feet appointment in there. But see, that's all about just keeping that money rolling in all kind of directions. You got to keep it flowing. And something you got to. Because if you don't keep the money rolling, look at our economy. Look at the price of eggs. Look at the planes falling down all around you. You know what I mean? Look at all the government jobs people losing. You know? So you have to keep a source of income in all directions. You got to be versatile in this world. And it helps to have a co-partner or a spouse or a best friend or somebody that got your back, because 2 is always better than 1. Yeah, but anyway, I made my $100. This whole YouTube journey has been a mess because I was filming along the way. I was filming when I was trying to get my 1,000 subscribers. I was filming when I was trying to get my AdSense. I was filming when I was trying to get that 4,000 watch hours as a beast. That's horrible. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Rose, for coming through and support. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Amen. Amen. Classic. You absolutely right. It's a beast. I was filming all that stuff, trying to do that. I was following all the steps of all these other creators. I was following them. I was marking down what's happening. I was seeing results. And I made it. I made it to monetization. August, I started. November, I made it. Once again, I'm gonna show y'all the proof. I'm gonna show y'all these numbers. I'm gonna show you these numbers, and y'all gonna see it. Hold on, here we go. Y'all gonna see these numbers. These are these are real numbers. Okay, November, $17. December, $33. What's this? January, $6. February, $3. March, $32. And we're ongoing in April for $11. Let's make that make sense, y'all. That's got to make sense. It's got to make sense. And Rose, I know you told me that you made your. I saw on your channel you made you over 100 subscribers. Congratulations to you, girl. That's awesome. That's awesome. Classic hairstyles. I'm gonna check your channel out to see how you doing over there and subscribe to you, girl. I am. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. And you too, Shine. I'm gonna check out your channel and see what I got going on over there. Because I appreciate y'all for supporting me. But I just want y'all to know. The real. Not to say that those other content creators, it's fake. I'm not. Because they real. I believe they real. It just ain't for everybody though. Everybody don't get that result. You welcome, Rose. Everybody does not get that $1,000, $1,200, $6,000 a month check. I'm going on 5 months and I'm just getting $100. But I haven't stopped making videos. Even when I got the $3 for 1 month, I didn't stop. I just kept making videos because you never know which one's gonna be. You know. One thing I think about the video. Let me think about it. Think about it like this. If you look at your channel as like a legacy, like something to look back on, like oh, okay. Oh, thank you so much, Classic. I'm gonna go on your channel and check you out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it right now. If you look at your channel as a legacy, because let me tell y'all, my granddaughter watches my channel, and she be like, "My Remont got a YouTube channel." She call me Remont. So it's like, yeah, I'm like a little celebrity. At least I'm a celebrity to my grandbaby. You know what I mean? I'm a little celebrity. I'm about to look for your channel now, and I'm gonna subscribe right now while I'm live. I gotta type it in. I gotta use my other phone. CLA. I might already be subscribed. Classic hairstyles, because I do love doing hair. Because people can be a hot mess. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta say in vlogs. You got in vlogs on there. Got the and symbol. Vlogs. Okay, let me see if this is you. Classic hairstyles and vlogs. Okay, I got you. I think this is you. Hold on. It says I'm subscribed. Let me turn on my bell notifications. Yep, I got it. Okay, I think this is it. Yep, I turned it on. Okay, you're right. You do a lot of restreams. I do restreams too. That's what I was doing to help to get my 4,000 watch hours. Restreams is awesome, believe it or not. Especially when it comes to other countries watching, because they'll just sit there and watch and watch and watch. They might watch about 10 minutes before they realize that it's repeating itself. Exactly, Sean. As long as somebody think the content is good, they gonna watch it. And you absolutely right. I mean, because if they gonna watch, like I posted one video as a short. It's a long form video, but I moved it and made it like a short. And when I did that, I mean, it got almost 1,000 views. It's like 900 some views on it, just as a short. But then the long form only got about maybe 500 views on it. So it just depends. It just depends. That long form does not get as much traction. But if you get a long form that gets really good traction, you're going to do real good. Now, when I went over to Africa, I had some long form videos that made a lot of traction. But I wasn't monetized then, so I wasn't making no money. All right, go ahead. Talk to you later, Shine. You take care. Thanks for tuning in. I am going to stop by your page and subscribe. Let me go to your page next and see if I'm on here. Let me see here. I'm already subscribed to Classic Hairstyles. So let me see, Sean Kelly. Let me see. I think this is, I don't know if this is you or not. Let me open it up and see.
All right, there we go. Hey, guys. Look.
No, this says Sean Kelly says, so I don't think that's it. No, I don't think that's
all right,
it. But that's cool. I'm going to find you. I'm going to find you, subscribe. But anyway, so I've been on here almost an hour. I wasn't gonna be on here long. I really just felt the need to just tell everybody what's happening. And I appreciate all your comments. And also, if you said since your shorts are restreamed. No, not all my shorts is restreamed. I do have like a few in there, my shorts. Actually, when I restream my lives. That's mainly what it is. I'm restream my live. Like what I'll do is I'll if I create a video, you can put it on a loop on restream and let it play out like that. You can schedule it too on restream. But no, not my. I think I might have no. I ain't got no shorts that's a restream at all. Okay, you do it to your videos too. I only do it to my lives. If I do a live, because some people be like okay, so I did a restream on a live when there was some bikes coming down the street with the lights and all that, and it was like, where are you at when it's dark outside? I'm like, that's a restream. It's like that wasn't even. I filmed that earlier. I filmed it that night, but I restreamed it in the day. So everybody was kind of tripping, like how they watching a night video in the daytime. But yeah, I do. I restream some of my lives. Like I was baking cookies one time. Yeah, yeah, and you loop them. Cause once I baked some cookies, and that bake the cookie video really was like 4 minutes, or it was like less than 4 minutes, but it looped. I mean, I think I got like 10,000 views on that. Just me baking some peanut butter cookies. People just watching it over and over again, watching it over and over again. So yeah, it is good to do it. So occasionally, that my last live before this live was a restream, and it's allowed on YouTube. It's allowed. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Learn about the restream because it's an app though. You know, you go through the app and you have to link your pages to it and everything, and then it has that loop feature and everything. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It helped me get my 4,000 watch hours all day long because people was watching. They was watching all times of the day and all times of the night. Believe it or not, classic. I got my subscribers not from my restreams. I got my subscribers from my oh my goodness, my reaction videos, my reaction shorts. When I react to a hairstyle or something getting done with a hairstyle, and my reactions to those I get a lot of subscribers doing that. A lot of subscribers just talking about the style, the technique, my version of what I think the stylist is trying to accomplish. You know, my professional, your professional. You've been licensed since 2006. You know, professional opinion on that hair. You know, it might not be always be right, and you might get other stylists coming in there. Talking about, nah, I think it's this, nah, I think it's that, and they could be true, could be right. You know, to each his own. But everybody got their own style to get to the same point. And that's another thing I say all the time when I'm doing hair. Everybody got their own technique to get to the same outlook. Everybody doesn't have to use the same. People do things different ways to get the same look. That's one thing about being creative. When you're creative as a stylist, you can do that. You know, you can be versatile. And I count on that a lot. I count on just my knowledge of being unique, and I might not start my stuff the same way everybody else do, but I end up with the same result or something similar, as long as the client is happy. I mean, I was doing live, and I used to have people like, "Oh, I hope she ain't paying." You can hear them in the comments talking about, "Oh, I hope she ain't paying for that. Oh, her hair look messy. It don't look good. It don't look good." Okay, you ain't gotta wear it, and that client that's sitting in my chair likes it. You know, so I mean, you can't please everybody. You know, the insults or compliments or whatever you want to call it, it just is what it is. It's just people and their opinions. They're allowed to have it. But look, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go. I got my little $100, waiting on me. I got my $100 waiting on me. You know what I'm saying? I can't cash out till next month, but it's there. It's there in the shadows and it's waiting on me. And I just want y'all to know I made it. I made my first cash out. You know what I'm saying? Right, because all over the right. People have a different niche. And you know what? Sometimes you might not even know what your niche is. That's why I got that mentality set. Everything is content. Everything. I even got my husband walking around here saying it. Everything is content. Sometimes he'll grab the phone and start videoing me. Talking about, I'm going to send you this video. I'm like, he's my cheerleader though. You know what I'm saying? If your husband can't cheer for you, who gonna cheer for you? You know what I mean? He believe these people making this big money. I don't get my $100 in April 21st. I don't get it. I don't get it. It told me I don't cash out till May. Yeah, Rose. They said May. I don't I don't know why they said May, but they said May. Oh, your mom is your cheerleader. That's what I'm talking about. Look at Sean talking about I'm back. Okay, Sean, we was just about to wrap up here. You talking about I'm back. Thanks for coming back. But what I'm saying is, Rose, they said I can't cash out till May. The May 21st. I wish I could show you. That's what it say. And I don't know why I say that. Because it says April was still ongoing. That's what it say. Hold on, let me show you. May. Yeah. Hold on, let me show. Let me see if I can click on it. View payment activity. Okay. Here it is. It says, I'm about to show y'all expected payment May 21st through May 26th. Hold on, look at that. Right there at the top. Expected payment May 21st to May 26th. Can you believe that? If I was saving this money to do something, I honestly, my goal was when I was watching DoorDash or when I was watching these other people and they was bringing these checks, my mind was saying, if I got a $6,000 check or $5,000 check, I'm gonna pay my car off. You know, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. You know, my mind was going there. 5 months later, 5 months later, Rose, I'm gonna show you some tricks. It took me 5 months, girl. I mean, I'll show you how I got to $106. Yeah, I'll show you, but it took me 5 months to get there. I need to learn some tricks. But I don't want to mess with my integrity of my channel. No. I don't want to mess with the integrity of who I am just for $1. I don't. I really don't. So I'm not gonna I ain't gonna be running around here screaming, jumping, doing all that. I ain't about to do all that. I ain't gonna do all that. And I ain't gonna be driving to places just to get some content. And I ain't gonna do all that. Now, I'm gonna grab my camera, my phone, and I'm gonna record because everything is content. I'm gonna do that, but and I ain't gonna talk about stuff I don't know nothing about. I ain't about to do that either. I know about hair. That's what I know about. You know? Exactly. I'm just gonna be me. I'm gonna keep just being me. That's what works for me. If just being me got me my $100 in 5 months, yeah, girl, I'll show you all the tips and tricks you want to hear. Yes, that's all I do. You know what I mean? And but I make sure I do try to get at least a video a week. I do. Now I ain't went and I do all the videos. I don't just do one kind. I do the long form, I do the shorts, and I do the lives. I got quite a few lives. Quite a few. I got some of my lives got like 11,000 views on it. You know, I mean, I do lives. I just haven't did a live in a long time. I did a lot of lives when I was trying to get monetized. When you do live, when you try to get monetized, the views really come in. They come in. They come in. especially which. Let me tell you, one time. Wait a minute. Look at my videos. One time I did a live, and I guess what I was doing? I was cleaning chitlins. For those of you who don't know what chitlins are, those are pig intestines. And it was around the holiday time, and I went live. I set up my phone. I had my water. I was in the sink. I was cleaning them, and I think I was cleaning them for 2 hours, 3 hours. I was live the whole time talking to everybody while I'm cleaning them. Everything is content. If you look at life like that, it goes so much easier. Everything is content. So think about it like that. So that's a tip and that's a trick. So go live, do some don't waste YouTube stuff. If they allow you to go live, they allow you to do shorts, they allow you to do long form videos, do it. Do it. And I am seeing these reaction videos, but you got to do those a certain kind of way because you can find yourself in a mess of trouble with those reaction videos. So you got to know what you're doing. You got to like make the reaction video your own. You got to like put your face out there. I mean, it's a certain way you got to do those reaction videos. It's kind of tricky. But once you get it down packed and got the right stuff to do it, then you're going to be okay. But those reaction videos bring in a lot of views too. Because I watch a lot of reaction videos. So I'm sure a lot of other people do too. Because if you look at their views, they be having like 1.2 million views, 54K views. You know what I'm saying? So that helps out a lot. You just got to find what you like to do. Instead of trying to find what the audience wants you to do, find what you like to do and then pray for the rest. That's all I say. Pray for the rest. Okay, see you tomorrow, Sean. Cheers to you. Have a good night. It's almost midnight over here. I'm gonna have to go to bed too. But yeah, I just want to share that with everybody. I really appreciate the support. I thank everybody for tuning in to my channel, listening to my little $100 rant, because that's what it was. You know, I'm appreciative. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you, everybody who watched my ads, because that's what it's about. Okay, so I have the energy, but okay. Just trying to figure out stuff. That's what you can take one day at a time. YouTube took my channel. This is my second channel. Oh my goodness. But you know what? That's what I'm saying. It's kind of tricky with YouTube. You don't want them to take your channel. You definitely don't want them to take your channel. Because then that's a lot of work. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work. But then again, if you ain't getting paid anyway off the channel, I mean, if you wasn't making no money off the channel, it don't matter if they took it or not. You just start over, like you said, with something different. And, learn from that error, whatever it was, Because I had to go back through my old videos. When I first realized what YouTube was talking about monetization, I had to go back through some of my old videos. And I didn't delete my old videos, but I had to, like, delete them or take the sound out because I had some stuff going on in them, like music and stuff. Where are you streaming from? I'm in Indiana. I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana right now. Classic. That's in America. Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. But I got some trips planned. I got some stuff planned. Yep. I got a date night coming up. Everything is content. Yep. We going to the movies. We going bowling. Everything is content. Okay. Then we got some more stuff going on. We got an anniversary coming up. I'm gonna be filming. Everything is content. Oh, and not to mention, on my birthday, everything is content. You got to look at life like that. Okay, you in Maryland. My father just moved from Maryland. He lived in Baltimore, Maryland. And he's been here now for a little bit over a year. He moved to Indiana closer to me because, he's getting older and everything like that. But yeah, he's from Maryland. I ain't going to say he's from Maryland. I'm going to say he lived here for like maybe 20 years or 30 years or something. But he lived there a long time. Yeah, Maryland is that's a good place to do hair. I ain't gonna lie. That's a good place. Cause I started off doing hair in Ohio, and then I had my own shop in Georgia, in Gainesville, Georgia, and then I had my own shop here in Indiana. Exactly. So once you start looking at everything as content, it's gonna go a long way. Your whole channel gonna have a whole lot of different stuff on it. You know what I mean? Until you till you find like, okay, this is what I like to do, so this is what I'm gonna be filming on the most. I didn't realize I was liking this gardening thing because I don't like touching the dirt with my hands. But I'm kind of liking this gardening thing, even though I ain't grew nothing. I ain't grew nothing. I tried to grow some habanero peppers. My dog Max done ate up all the peppers. He done chewed the plant up, ate the pepper. I mean, whatever was about to be a pepper ain't a pepper. I'm still trying to keep the plant alive. And then my mom gave me an aloe vera plant. Well, I'm thinking about classic. Where you at? I'm thinking about taking the aloe vera plant, and I'm gonna find me a recipe, and I'm gonna do something with that aloe vera in hair. Okay, you feel me? I'm thinking about, or maybe use it in my pedicures. I'm gonna blend that plant up, not the whole plant, but you know what I mean. Get some leaves off of it, and that aloe vera. I know I'm gonna come up with something. Girl, I might even have my own product line. Mess around with me. I'm gonna try it. I'm growing the plant. The plant is growing, so I might as well use it and utilize it. Exactly. Shampoo. You know what I'm saying? A hair oil. I'm about to come up with something. Everything. Look, I gotta keep it moving. Okay, you just started your hair business. Okay, you work from home. The clients don't want the camera. Damn. Okay, there's a way around that. You can position the camera behind you, like behind and up, to where most of the time when people do hair, they have the client in one position. They don't do a whole spin around and all that. Sometimes it just depends on what kind of client it is. But if you filming from the back, you ain't never seeing their face anyway. And I got one client, and you can block their face. That's true. I got one client who don't want her face on there, and you'll see that video. But she got I put an emoji over her face. When I'm editing, I put an emoji over her face. But every last one of my clients know I got a camera. And then someone be like, girl, are you live? Because they know I normally go live, and the people start talking to me while I'm trying to, the live people be talking to me while I'm trying to do hair. So I got to stop, talk to them, talk to him. You know, it's kind of crazy. But what you got to do is put a sign up, you know, saying, you know, content might be filmed, you know, whatever. And like you said, some of them, they might just, well, first of all, you got to take pictures of your work anyway, because that's advertisement. So they probably already used to you taking pictures of their hair. And then from then, you just, like I said, angle the camera from behind so that you really only catching the back of their hair. And then you want to pause your film. Do not like record like the whole session. Just like record certain angles for about 2 or 3 minutes. Hit pause or hit stop. Reposition the camera when you get them in a different position so that you're not showing their face at all. Very easy. I do it all the time. Look at my hair videos. I do it all the time. Okay, so if you live, you still, the best way to do a live, you have to have a tripod that stands up kind of high and angled in a slight downward motion. That way you almost like at the top of their head, or bring it in close if you're at the back of their nape or something. Or get you a model. Get you a model who don't mind you doing different, and the model's only coming in for you to film. You see what I'm saying? The model could be your sister, a niece, a nephew, just somebody who don't mind being on camera so that you can show your work, your styles, you know, whatever. Sometimes you see on some of my videos, I just got a wig. It's just me and my wig in my head, and I'm doing it, you know. So it just depends. It's a way around everything. And if you got some clients don't mind, being filmed. Like, hey, girl, you mind if I'm about to go live, da 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 da. I knock $5 off your bill. $5 off your bill for them to be on your video, for you to blow up one day. Hello, they might do it. They might do it. Like I said, I only got one client who concerned about. Well, I got two concerned about how they look on film, and those clients, I just do things a different kind of way. Yeah, you got to. Yeah, I got a mannequin. Yeah, there you go. Get a model. Use your mannequin. Your mannequin, you can be on her all day long, and you could be showing people how to. Those how to videos is very, very, very productive, especially if you showing in detail on how to do whatever you're trying to show the people how to do. And the way that the cost is right now, a lot of people are trying to do their own hair, and they want to know, like, can I do this style on myself? If you watch some of my videos, you'll even see I do my own hair in the whole video. Like, I'm taking it down, I'm putting it up, braiding it up, I'm doing the whole works, and it be sloppy, but my outlook be looking good. but I'm doing my own hair like that, so it ain't. I don't even edit nothing. So that's another thing. Do your own hair on video. That helps. Yeah, and go live. Go live when you do your own hair. I do. It help me get my watch outs, help me do everything. I sure do. Go live when you do your own hair. And that way you can do different styles. Because like right now I got this really nice style in my hair right now. But when it get old, I'm already contemplating my next style. Yeah, I'm contemplating my next style. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do whatever I'm gonna do. But yeah, I'm so glad you came on live, girl. It's good to talk to fellow stylists, because we can relate. We can relate. So, all right, but I'm about to get out. How many times I said I'm about to get off here? How many times did I say I'm about to get off here, y'all? I know I said it about 10 times. But I'm glad y'all all tuned in. But it's almost midnight. It's almost midnight, and I'm going to go ahead and get off here for real, for real, for real, for real, for real. Remember, the real deal is it's hard out here in these YouTube streets, and we got to support one another. I thank you so much, Classic, for coming on. I thank you, Rose, for coming on. You know what I'm saying? I Shine, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate everybody that tuned in and looked at my channel. My best friend, she came on. She didn't leave no comment, but she was on here. She done text me and say, hey, girl, I'm on here. So I really do appreciate that. So, all right. Y'all take care. And remember, if I get over $100 on my next check, I'm going to make another video, because everything is content. Everything is content. Don't forget that. Everything is content. And let me see how I can turn this phone off. I think I got to hit this button over here. All right. Love y'all. Take care.